This is part two. This is the double. This is part two of the doubleheader. Game two of the doubleheader for the month of October. We've been doing monthly webinars as a way to really increase and enhance our communication with Skål USA members and impart important knowledge on them on everything that's going on related to Skål. And these two in October are really special because they really are the impetus of everything that kind of we're all about here for 2025. And I'm going to let Mark, our president, kick that off because Mark was the brain trust behind this and got this going at the beginning of the year, and along with the board. And Mark, why don't you take it over? And thank you.
Yeah, thanks, John. And special kudos to John for putting together all these webinars. I mean, we've been doing this for all of you. It's what everyone's been asking for many months. As a board, we put our priorities together for the year, and the two top priorities were getting a new website, getting social media presence. And John rolled out the new website, a first draft of it, like he said, in October, which was very popular. Everyone's excited about it. And in fact, the company Realign was up in New York in my hotel. I run a Marriott hotel at JFK Airport. We were having a Skål meeting this week, and the Realign company was there joining the meeting, and everyone was so excited to talk about the new website. And hardly even second to that is everyone talking about our star today, Ashley. Ashley, we met Ashley at the North America Skål Congress, the NASC in Florida, down in Clearwater. And Ashley did an incredible presentation. Everyone was ridiculously impressed with what she was doing for other Skål clubs throughout the world. And, we didn't forget that. And as a board, we looked all over and we came to the conclusion that Ashley was by far the best person to bring into our fold. And we're blessed to have her. I hope you guys feel half as good as we do as a board about Ashley and what she brings to the table and what she's going to do for all the clubs and for Skål USA moving forward. Again, thank you to everyone today for taking time out of your day, but I do think this is a great thing you're going to be listening to, and that's going to be a part of hopefully all of your clubs moving forward. And again, special thanks to John for spearheading the website and social media campaign. John has done so much work behind the scenes, and his hard work should not go unnoticed. So thank you, John. And I'm going to pass it back to John so he can introduce Ashley to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. And again, you guys, apologies for anyone here who was sent the wrong link. There was a the original, or the link for the 16th was inadvertently sent out. So apologies for that. And again, what we will be doing, as we do with all the webinars, is recording, and we'll have this available for future viewing on our YouTube page. So with that, again, I also want to mention that Wayne Lee, our incoming president for 2026, and my partner in crime here is traveling to Philadelphia today. He's attending a Skål Philadelphia event. So unfortunately, he can't join us. But again, I think we've got everything we need to get moving. Again, I want to introduce Ashley Field. Ashley is our new social media and communications professional for Skål USA. And for any of you who attended NASC this year in Clearwater and had the opportunity to attend Ashley's presentation, I know we're on the same page, and that Ashley blew us away with her presentation on social media. So much so, and at that time, Simeon and Efren from our board were in the process of looking at bringing on a new social media agency, and we added Ashley to that list immediately. And Ashley made the short list, and Ashley, made it happen. And so she's been with us a couple of months now. But again, we wanted the opportunity to introduce all of you to Ashley, to hear what she's working on at Skål USA and how she can help you, how she can assist you, and how you can assist her, vice versa, in getting the information out about what's going on with your club, activities, events, new members, what have you, and at the same time, hearing more about what is going on that's really relevant to Skål USA as well as your fellow clubs here in the United States. So with that, again, I'm going to turn it over to Ashley and let Ashley present, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Thank you so much, John and Mark. Hi, everyone. So nice to officially meet you. I kind of scrolled through the camera link here, some familiar faces from Manask. So if we've met before, a pleasure to kind of see you guys here again today. And I know a lot of you that I've been conversing back and forth with as well via email when it comes to kind of your club's social media strategy. So I am going to share a little presentation. Super excited to kind of jump in with you all to kind of share some of the things that I've been working on, some of the goals that we're going to kind of work towards cohesively for 2025, even though that is quickly coming to an end, and 2026. And then, yeah, we're going to have a little hands-on activity here during the presentation, and then we'll open it up for questions. So I am just going to share this. Everyone can see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, guys, so let's jump in. So obviously, as mentioned, I have been working with the kind of Skål US team since September. And in already 2 short months, we've made some great gains. I have been given pretty big goals when it comes to these channels for 2025 and 2026. And honestly, the only way I'm going to be successful in reaching these goals is by engaging all of you and working with you. So I think it's come to, it's kind of been brought up a lot that the goal of Skål USA is really to showcase all of the wonderful things that our members are doing every week, every month, every year. You guys are doing such amazing things from each of your, club levels. And, what I've been brought on to do is to really showcase that on our social media channels and to get the word out about what we're doing. There's many benefits to that. Membership, people are going to look to see what cool things are we doing. There's also going to be ideation in that. So maybe there's a club, in one city that's doing something really cool that another city could easily implement to either help with recruitment, help with membership, help with, registration, RSVPs, the list goes on. So social media, not only from our internal club but for each of you as well, and our members, has huge benefits. So I thought what we would do today is we're going to break things down pretty simply. And then at the end, I'll kind of share how I can help you guys be successful in this. So obviously, when we talk about social media, and this is kind of a little reiteration from NASC, there are so many social media channels out there, and new ones are kind of popping into the market every single day. When we think about what our clubs and what our kind of umbrella Skål USA chapter is trying to achieve, I want to recommend 3 specific channels for our social media. LinkedIn, and this one is at the top of the list because this is the most powerful tool when it comes to social media. LinkedIn is the perfect spot to connect with industry professionals, to share achievements, and to showcase your club and what it's doing to a broader audience. What makes LinkedIn really special is that there is less noise and competition on this channel. And what do I mean by that? How many times have you guys, in the evening, over your lunch break, drinking your cup of coffee in the morning, you're sitting in your office and you're scrolling through your cell phone on Facebook and you're just scrolling. You're mindlessly scrolling through. It's not very often that you're actually probably stopping to actually click on a post and read through all of the information that is on that. It's because there's so much. There's memes of cute dogs. There's recipes. There's videos of people doing ridiculously silly things. So there's a lot to have to compete with when it comes to other social channels, which is why I fully and wholeheartedly will recommend LinkedIn as a channel that clubs should consider. That doesn't mean if you're not on LinkedIn, you need to rush right after this presentation and sign up, because as we kind of move through here, I am going to share a few other tips and tricks, but it's definitely something to consider. Facebook would be like my secondary kind of platform, and I think it's probably the one that most of us here in this audience today are the most comfortable with. Facebook is great for so many reasons. It's great for engaging with members. It's great for promoting events. It's great for building a sense of community. And it's really easy to use because we use it every day and we're comfortable with it. Instagram. Now, I'm confident that many of the clubs here today have an Instagram account. And that's great. Instagram would be my third recommended channel, but it would also be my third rated in terms of what I think we're doing. The point of Instagram is visual storytelling. It's to share in the moment posts, really authentic, beautiful images and videos, which, from, what we're generally doing on a day-to-day basis, I would say that we're not really capturing these types of photos and videos. If you're consistently posting graphics and sharing, new member posts and you're sharing invitations, those are all wonderful things, but they will do better on LinkedIn and on Facebook than they will on Instagram. So what am I getting at with all of these kind of things that I've just said?
Ashley, sorry to interrupt. A couple comments. Is there any way possible to expand the page that you're reviewing? Sorry about that.
Let me just see here. Full page. Hold, please. Show meeting layout, side by side, content only. I think I am sharing, do you guys see the other kind of channels? It's actually not a PowerPoint presentation. It's a document that I'm going to share afterwards. Let me just see here, guys.
If you take a picture of it on your cell phone, you can make it real large.
Yeah, and I am going to share this afterwards. If people are worried about getting this document, I am going to share it when we're done the presentation. I just want to see here, full screen.
Ashley, if you press the plus sign, will it get bigger, next to the page number?
Is that too big? Is that better?
That's good.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay,
Great
perfect.
job. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm good at social media, but sometimes not with technology. So thanks for the patience. Okay, so again, back to what I'm kind of saying about these channels. My recommendation, and for every club that I have talked to, and for every email that I have sent out to the communications contacts for Skål USA, is that for the rest of 25 and into early 2026, I want each of us to pick one channel, and I want us to do it really, really well. I don't want us to worry about having to post content onto all three channels. Or even extras if we have it. I want us each to pick one that we feel the most comfortable with using. And that is the one that we are going to focus on together for the rest of 2025 and into 2026. So I'm going to share a little bit more about what I mean by that by now, but in the back of your head, when I'm talking about social media over the next 5 or 6 slides, I want you to kind of think about what one are we using now and what one are we the most comfortable with using. Okay, so let's talk about social media, because again, a few minutes ago, I talked about how easy it is for things to get lost in the giant world of social media. And really, this is kind of, again, I talked about this, touched on it briefly at NASC, but now I can kind of jump in a little bit more with you guys. There are 3 key things to being successful on social media. The first is the look and feel of our posts. We want our audience, whoever that may be, to instantly recognize when it is your chapter or a Skål USA account that is posting. So what do I mean by that? I kind of am recommending that we use consistent fonts, consistent colors, consistent logo placement. We really want as a country to be cohesive when we're posting. Same with our frequency. I want us to be active and consistent on our one focused social media channel. That means posting regularly, even if regular for you is only 1 to 2 times a week. If you're posting, maybe you set a goal that every Wednesday you're going to share content moving forward. That is great. That is a schedule and that is consistent. And over time, your users will get used to what that looks like. Now, What I want to also reiterate with frequency is we don't want to post just to post, and we don't want to post content that has nothing to do with our users or that does not resonate with our audience. So again, we want to be posting really great content, which leads me to my next point. Thumb stopping content. And I can't take credit for this kind of this term, but it's really interesting, because what this means is that, again, how many times at night are you sitting on your couch and you're mindlessly scrolling through your social media channels, but rarely ever stopping your thumb to actually look at and read like what the image and what the post on the screen is. So we want to make sure that we're posting content that really makes people stop scrolling and kind of resonates with our audience. And there's ways that, you know, maybe at a presentation down the road, we can kind of track like how to tell like what people are interested in, how are my posts doing, who is looking at these. There's tons of metrics that can kind of measure that. And kind of that's why I'm here to help you guys. So again, the pro tip here, it's not about posting the most, it's about posting with purpose, consistency, and authenticity. All right, guys, Canva. Canva is my best friend, and Canva will soon be your best friend. Canva, for those of you who don't know about it, is a free kind of online platform that you can go in to design posts with the look and feel that kind of go with Skål USA's branding. In this kind of post, and again, no need to take notes, I'm going to send this out after. Skål USA, Skål Canada, and Skål International all follow these brand guidelines. Again, I cannot take credit for these. I did not create them. I'm only merely sharing them with you to kind of show how we kind of make our posts look consistent with all of the other clubs and countries. So again, Skål's font is this Montserrat, and our club's kind of colors are these dark blue, blue gradient, light blue, and gray. Again, you're like, Ashley, this is a lot. Why are we talking about colors, fonts, and RGB codes? You're like, I don't even know what that means. That's okay. What I have done for all of you, and again, I'm going to share this out, is I have created templates in Canva using the free version that have all of these things consistently loaded into them. So what that means is when you click on these links, all of these kind of things in the presentation are these hyperlinks will link you to an external document that you can then go in and design material for your own clubs using these templates. We've designed one for Facebook, one for Instagram, and one for LinkedIn. They all have the same content, but they're just sized to be perfectly in line with what those channels need. You know how Instagram sometimes looks square and Facebook looks a little like more rectangle. I've taken all of the guesswork out of using the right fonts, the right colors, the right logos, and everything. And I have created these free templates that all of you can start to use moving forward. And I think, do I have the images in here? No. Okay. So we can click on those after the presentation if anyone wants to see them. But we can definitely kind of dive into the templates a little bit more. Again, this is kind of an interesting thing that I didn't even know existed. So I'm like, I'm going to put this in here because maybe you don't know that it exists either. Skål International has actually created this like brand guideline kind of document. Did you guys know, maybe you didn't, that the link to all of your logos, branding and corporate material like email signatures, business cards, stickers, banners, pop-up banners, press releases, there is actually a template for every single one of those things that you can download for free from the Skål International website. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I need a new pop-up banner for an event next week and I don't know how to use the proper Skål branding, there's actually a link to be able to go in and just download it, add your club logo, and then off you go. So again, something that I wanted to kind of include in here because I think it's a really useful tool. Okay, so you know, social media, knowing it's not everyone's kind of cup of tea, maybe it's not everyone's forte, it's not your first priority, it's not where you kind of live, totally okay. We all have different skills and we all have different kind of priorities. So we have kind of come up with some really easy posting suggestions for you guys to kind of help you get started. And the templates that we've linked above actually include some of these some of these items already pre-designed for you. So, you know, some of these things include member spotlights and welcoming new members to your clubs, photos and highlights from your meetings and events, community involvement and partnerships, industry news, travel updates, celebration or milestones. Has somebody reached a certain, you know, have someone hit 30 years in your club in 2025? Let's celebrate them. Have you worked with a local university and, you know, decided to mentor them with your Skål members? That is something really cool. Let's talk about that on social media. Again, these are all kind of topics and things that we have created these templates for to make it really, really easy for you guys to be able to use. All right, diving into hashtags. And again, hashtags, for those who don't know, is not the pound symbol, even though it looks like it. So what this does is when you're using hashtags on social media, it becomes this really powerful tool for anybody to be able to see what your club is doing. I guarantee that if you are trying to recruit a new member to your club, they are going to one of your social media channels to see what it is that you're doing. They want to know like what kind of fun that you're having every month. They want to know if you guys are like active. They want to know, they want to be able to see like what they're potentially signing up for. And some of the ways that they might do that is by using the kind of by searching for the Skål International or the Skål USA or the Skål Club hashtags. So you can see here in this photo, if you type into Instagram or Facebook, the Skål International hashtag, it is going to bring up every photo that ever has been, every photo that has ever used that hashtag is going to live there. So it's kind of like a permanent digital library of all the things that you're doing to easily be able to find them. You know, it increases our visibility. It increases our community. It helps to grow membership. So again, these are little tiny touches that will make your social media presence kind of grow and grow and grow. And again, tags and sharing. So what I want to do right now is I want to stop for 2 minutes. And I want everybody here to just take a moment, and I want you guys to go, and I want to show you the power of how quick and what this is going to do. I want you each to open Facebook on whatever tab that you might be using. So if you're on your cell phone, if you're on a desktop, open a separate tab and search for the Skål International Facebook page. So you can do that by going to Facebook, in the search bar, typing Skål International USA. Once you land on the page, I'm already following them, so it's not going to work for me, but I want you to hit this following button. What this is going to do is it is going to grow our international, it's going to grow our following instantly. And what you're going to start doing is now you're going to start to see all of the content that Skål USA is sharing with you guys. So if you're not following Skål USA's page, it's really hard to convince our new members and other people to share it. So that is our first kind of activity. And I'm going to refresh this in a minute to see how many of you have actually done it. So don't think that I'm not watching. Jokes, guys, jokes. Same with LinkedIn. If you're not already on our LinkedIn page, please follow along. We are posting amazing content on our LinkedIn page every single day, Monday to Friday. And this is a great spot where you can kind of go in and access and see like what other clubs are doing. And this is where I am sharing your member content. So anytime you guys post something or you tag us or you use a hashtag, I am searching for this every single day to see what it is that you guys are sharing with me so that I can share it with the greater good of all of our pages. So if you're wondering, how did Ashley get that piece of content? That's how. I am literally searching our pages day after day after day to try and help us grow our membership and our views. Any questions so far? I haven't checked the chat box. Let me see. Size. Okay.
There are a couple questions. One is, are there two Facebook pages? I will tell you this, that we did remove a page that was we actually released a new page last year.
Yeah.
Ashley, you want to talk about that? Because there
Yeah.
is an old page out there.
Yep, the old page you shouldn't be able to see the old page though. I'm pretty sure we have the old page hidden. You may be able to see it when you search it, but when you actually click on it, it's not going to actually show up. So Facebook, Instagram, anything that's kind of linked to what we call Meta, is really hard to have multiple users using these pages and to share it with like, you know, an agency or another member to manage. So unfortunately, a long time ago, things kind of got lost and passwords got lost and skewed, and we couldn't re-access accounts. So we kind of had to start fresh. But if you're actually using, like, this is what our page looks like. So if you actually type in Skål International USA, you will be able to kind of like the page from there. In the presentation as well, I have also included, these are 3 hyperlinks. So once you guys receive this presentation, we'll send you guys a copy afterwards. You'll be able to click on these tabs to be able to open up the pages to make sure that you're following the right ones. Okay, so all of this presentation to be like, okay, sure, she shared some really great information about social media. I like, you know, the templates seem easy enough to use, but I still don't have time, or I still don't, you know, feel like I'm ready to do this. I'm here. That is the whole reason why I have been hired to work with Skål USA, is I am here to essentially do this for you. And I know you're like, okay, we have how many clubs and she's one person and we're all posting 4 times a week on 1 to 3 channels. Like, how is that possible? It is. And honestly, I am offering this. This is a service that is available to all of you, each of your clubs, at absolutely 0 cost. There is no cost to you to be able to do this. And I'm going to kind of share with you how easy it is to get these professional looking, perfectly branded, perfectly captioned, and hashtagged posts. All you need to do is, if you have something going on, you have an upcoming event, you just had an event last night and you want to share the recap of the event. You have welcomed a new member into your club. You have teamed up with a local university. You are doing a fundraiser. The list goes on. All you need to do is send me an email with the photo and a little teeny tiny blurb about what it is that you've done. And within 24 hours or less, I will email you back with your created post for the channel that you're using and your perfectly worded, Skål branded caption to be able to post. Then all you need to do is go and share it on your social media page without even having to think about it. That is option 1. Option 2, for those of you who are really comfortable with social media, you can continue to do your thing. But now you have these new resources with the pre-branded, perfectly, you know, the guides and everything on Canva, that you can just make your post start to look a little bit more consistent. For those of you that are really comfortable, all I need you to do is tag the Skål USA pages in your posts so that I know that you're posting and I can share your message to our greater audience. Now, this is the biggest one. If you want me to just handle everything for you, I am offering to do that. You would allow me access to your page. You would still have to email me your photo and your brief caption, but I am going to post in your account for you. I am going to tag Skål USA, and I am going to repost it and reshare it through Skål USA's pages. So there are 3 beautiful options for your comfort level, for what you're using now, for us to be able to cohesively, as a country, share the amazing things that we're doing with our members every single day. I have lots of filler content that I can use, but you can easily go online and on our pages and see that the photos with the posts with real photos and real people, just like you guys' faces in them, are the posts that are doing so well. And that is essentially what people want to see. So again, this offer is out there. I have connected with, I think, the social media representative from each and every club. At least I've sent an email to most of them. And all you need to do is email me back to kind of start this process for us to be able to kind of do this goal together. And again, we're going to open it up here for Q&A. There's lots of stuff in this document that I didn't touch on. Again, I wanted to kind of keep it really simple. I will share the guide afterwards, but I really just wanted to kind of talk about, our consistency, our channels, and how are the easiest ways to kind of get our messaging out to everyone in the country and beyond. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen so that I can see all of your faces again. Okay, welcome back. So let me just see the chat box here. I know there are a few chats. Let's see.
I think we've addressed everything that's been asked so far, questions, but I'm sure hopefully everyone's got some questions in mind.
Yeah, I think there's one here from Catherine. She had asked about a page or a group for Facebook. Honestly, Catherine, for that question, it's completely up to you guys. The only difference between the two is that generally with a page, people can just like the page and follow along. With a group, you need to allow people access into the group. So a group would be more so if you're trying to control, who is entering your group. Groups are also harder to share content with, like to Skål USA. So we would recommend a page, like a typical Facebook page, but if the group is what you're more comfortable with because you're trying to maybe keep a little bit more control on your content, then you could definitely do a group, but it doesn't have as like a wide of a reach.
We certainly hope that every club takes the opportunity. Ali, how you doing? We're going to get to you in 1 second. But we hope everyone takes the opportunity to really promote their club through Facebook, through Instagram and LinkedIn. Those not in that particular order, but obviously, aside from the website that we have nationally and that you will have, if you don't already have it, this is the most important means of communication because of the fluidity and the opportunity to just update not only members but also prospective members and what's going on within your club, and hopefully attract new members. So Oliver, you had a question?
Yeah, again, Oliver from the Tampa Bay Club, coming up on 33 years as a member of Skål International Tampa Bay. Ashley, this is great. Thank you so very much. And again, let's go back to the fact that people my age, we don't use social media a lot, but this is a great way for us to capture the younger industry people. Ashley, is there a way that you can open up maybe the example of the templates that you've created so we can see what a template looks like? Is that possible?
Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, I opened the social page. 2 seconds. Okay, so I am going to share my screen again here, guys. Bear with me. Like I said, super good with socials, not so great with technology sometimes. Are you seeing my screen? You're seeing the templates. Yes, we're seeing them. Okay, great. So what we've done is we've created these essentially these templates, and they're all click and drop and drag. So this photo here, welcome new members. So let's say we are going to welcome Ashley. We're going to welcome Ashley Field, and we're going to welcome her with the Halifax Marriott. And I work for a different club. I work for the Canadian Rockies. Okay, there in 2.5 seconds, I have shown you how easy it is to drag and drop the stuff out of these templates. Okay, so maybe this is not my profile photo. This is actually someone that I shared yesterday, but you literally can just drag and drop all of your kind of photos into these templates, and every little field is editable, but all of the fonts and the colors and the sizing is done specifically for the templates. You can welcome a new company if somebody has signed on. You could do, again, I've used Halifax for these because I work for Halifax, but all of these are completely editable. So like here, you could drop in your name of your president, your vice president. Maybe every January is when your board turns over. This is a great chance to introduce your members that are coming to your clubs. Maybe you want to like introduce your Canadian or your US rep that kind of attends everything. Great way to do that. Member spotlights, let's make it a little bit fun. Let's spotlight a member every single month or every single week on our pages and have them answer, like, what do they do? Like, where's their favorite travel destination? Why did they join Skål? This is great marketing for new members. This is essentially showcasing people like what that looks like. Are you going to NASC? Is your club attending NASC or like World Congress? Let's kind of fill this in and post, like with the upcoming one here. We can post that we are going to, where's our cruise to? Our cruise is to the Bahamas, right?
Bermuda.
Sorry. Bermuda. So like you can literally post, like these are all like really kind of quick editable templates. Our membership renewals are coming up. Let's let people know that this is happening. This is happening quickly. So we're literally going to say, okay, Long Island is literally going to tell people that membership renewals are coming up. There's your post already done. We've also done like some testimonials from fellow colleagues. You can put your meeting recaps in here, and all of this is completely editable that you can literally change the month or whatever you want. Again, all in the brandings and things that you're doing. So we have created these. We're always adding new ones into the templates. If you have something that you're doing every like weekly, monthly, that you're like, oh my gosh, I would love if Ashley could create a template for me. Well, we can do that. Super, super simple for us to kind of be able to do that.
And Ashley, the question was asked, and again, I'm assuming you have done this, but did you create the graphics on the Skål USA Facebook page, Instagram, and LinkedIn?
Yeah, so all the graphics on the Skål Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn pages. So I'm handling those. I'm kind of using content that you guys are feeding to me, different things that are coming out in the newsletters and things like that to kind of feed our channels. But I would love to be able to showcase like actual postings for things. And if you ask me for something specific, like these templates are really if you want to kind of do it yourself and kind of grow from there. But if you really want, like, if you have something specific that you want my assistance, I'm just going to create a template for you guys and kind of post that or send that back to you. So like this is just a small snippet of some of the ones we have. I obviously for the Skål kind of main pages have like hundreds of things like already kind of saved.
Do you really have time to work for the Halifax Marriott?
You know what? It's funny. I have lots of time to work for the Halifax Marriott. You guys are actually not my only social media client. I run 5 other social media, local businesses and kind of businesses within Canada as well. And I'm in school full time, if you can imagine. So I'm like the little Energizer bunny over here. So don't worry about that.
That's awesome, Ashley. What other questions you guys have?
Yes, please feed me with the questions. I left the presentation a little bit short so that we could really see like what it is you're struggling with or potentially what it is that you could have that I can support you with, or how do we access the Canva account? Great question. I'm going to answer Catherine's question and then Oliver, I'll flip back to you. So in the presentation that I'll send out afterwards, there are links to each of the templates for Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn in the thing. You will need to have a Canva account already created. So if you go to canva.com and click the free account button, sign up for the free account. Yeah, so if you have your own Canva account, Catherine, once you click on these links, it's going to ask you to sign into your account. And then as soon as you sign in, it's going to open the templates up for you so that you can easily access them again and again and again. Oliver.
Yeah, this doesn't really have a lot to do with your great presentation and the social media, but to John and the rest of the USA board, has there been any discussion from international about changing this logo from 50 years ago? I mean, our logo is not enticing young people to join us. It's got a propeller airplane. It's got railroad tracks. It's got a cruise ship with smokestacks. I mean, I just wonder if this logo is just, a person in their 20s and 30s are looking at it and going, wow, and I think we've got some competition with this other organization called Travel Massive. Has anybody heard of Travel Massive? That's a 2-part question.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Oliver, on the logo has changed, believe it or not. I know the the old logo is incorporated into the new logo. It's minimized, and you know what? You actually, I'm looking at it right now, and they did remove the propellers. It's jet engines now. So and it looks like a modern day cruise ship. Could be an RCL, Monarch or Majesty of the Seas, but it has been improved. That link that Ashley was talking about to Skål International, we will have the link. It's in the documents that Ashley's going to provide you, but we also will have it on the website. So along with several other items that we need to have linked up through to Skål International, that will be one, so that everyone using Skål USA, going to the Skål USA website, will be able to access that information through our website via a link. So FYI. And then your second part of your question, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't believe I've heard that about that organization here in Florida. Do you guys have a chapter in Tampa Bay?
No, I don't think we have a chapter in Tampa Bay, but I'm getting emails from this association called Travel Massive, and it seems to be an international travel and tourism organization, very, very similar to Skål. So I'm concerned that we're going to start possibly losing potential members to this other association. So I just wanted to bring that up to everybody's attention.
If you could forward one of those emails over, I'm curious to take a look at their sites, their links, their social media, and I'll give you my take on it.
Coming over now.
Okay, great, thanks. What other questions for Ashley, you guys?
I see Stu has a question. Go ahead, Stu.
Yeah, it's a question, but if there's time before the seminar ends, you gave a part of your presentation in at NASC. You gave a website out, I believe, where you can create your own music.
So that actually wasn't me.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I wish I could take credit for that, but it wasn't. It wasn't me, but
That was Rich Bradley.
Right.
It
Rich
was
Bradley.
Rich, yeah.
Okay.
But I believe I still actually have where that came from. So I can definitely make sure that gets included when it gets sent out, in case you're looking to explore kind of that option. Again, I don't know too much about it, but it's a cool kind of initiative.
Thank you.
Ashley, this is Lorraine from Atlanta, and I apologize for getting in late, but 2 times I've tried to get into these Zoom calls and I've had difficulty either on my side or your side. Anyway, are you going to be sending out the recording and the guidebook for how to use this, and also your contact, your email and phone number?
Yep. So we'll make sure. So the presentation will get sent out again. I'm not sure the magic of how that actually happens, but we'll make sure you guys get it. All my contact information is kind of in there. My goal has been to connect with each of the person who runs the communications for each of your clubs. I would say I've probably connected with 24 people, 24 clubs I have the contacts for. There are a few that I have not heard back from, and that's okay. We understand that it's not for that social media kind of is not for everyone, and every club is kind of built a little bit differently, but really looking to I'm here to support, so I'll make sure that my information goes in there, because I'm really hoping that when I wake up tomorrow morning, I have 100 emails in my inbox from all of you asking for design work for things, so that we can really start to populate our pages for November and beyond.
Okay, are our websites up and running, the individual club websites? Because ours had not been updated since 2019.
Yeah, so I might let John kind of speak to the websites. I know you guys are going through a rebrand and some work that's going into that. I'm not on kind of the website team. I'm more handling the social side of things. But John, do you have any notes on that?
Yeah, Lorraine, we had a unveiling of the new website a couple of weeks ago, and like with all the webinars we're doing, we do record these and we do post these at Skål USA YouTube, and we just to reinforce that, when we send out hot hits every month, we will have the links directly to those webinars. There's only
Okay.
one webinar that is not recorded. We can't find it for whatever reason, but last week, 2 weeks ago, our website webinar is posted, and Ashley's webinar will be posted as well. And to answer your question about your website, so the goal right now is to lock everything down, tighten up all the bolts, and unveil and release Skål USA. We're in the process of doing that. We got to get some links. We're working with International to get some links in place. Again, we want to get that done, and we'll hopefully have it done within the next week or so. Bear with us. And like with anything, by the way, the website is always going to be work in progress. So we're going to continue to enhance that, work it. But I can tell you right now, and when you see it, you're going to be very impressed. It's much easier to navigate than the old one. Now, with that said, once that is done, we've already, I think Realign has 5 clubs that have already, raised their hand about wanting to do a landing page or a microsite, or working with their existing site in indoctrinating the Skål USA website. So talk about it at your board meeting, and Dan Bradley from Realign will definitely engage you on that once we get Skål USA up. Okay?
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Thank
Hi,
you.
this is Simeon from Hawaii. Ashley, great job, by the way.
Thanks,
Really
Amy. Nice to
appreciate
see
it.
you.
Yeah, that is our focus, is the website as well as social media. And I think everyone just needs to really know that there's going to be choices now for, if you just want a page, or if you want Dan from Realign to do your website, they can do that. So there'll be choices on that. But I think, the top 3 things that Ashley said on how you can bring information over to her it's our number 1 priority, is so that we know what's going on with the clubs. And as far as Oliver, your question regarding the new logo and everything else, International did go through the whole thing. And I think that's our problem, is that a lot of the members have not gone through the International to see what those links are with the new logo and everything else. And what you're looking at is some postings that people do use, but it's old stuff. And that's why everyone's a little confused, because they're still using the old stuff. But Ashley's a great resource where she can tell you where to go to make sure that your club has that new logo.
I'm sorry, but a lot of people tell me where to go, but not in a nice way.
You know what? Just email me if you need your current logo, and I will send you your logo files.
But
Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate you doing that.
Ashley, Stu again from New Orleans. If a club, I'm not saying New Orleans has done this, but if a club has created their own Skål logo,
Yep.
and we wanted you to put our page together, are you able to use, if we created one, I'm saying, or any club,
Yep.
are you able to use that logo that doesn't conform with the regular Skål logo?
Yep. So I think there's actually a few clubs, and again, I don't really know the ins and outs to how it works, but like, I think there are a few states that are not using the Skål US, like the official Skål logos, that you have created your own one. So you would be the second one or the third that I've kind of heard of doing this. We can use your logo on any of your posts. Like, I can create the posting for you with those logos, or in the templates that you download, you can just pop your actual logo in. Again, I can't speak to the ins and outs of, like, I don't actually know, and I don't know who on the call, maybe Simi and John, like how you would get an actual Skål USA logo. Like, I don't know how that works, to be completely honest.
Okay, so remember, everyone, Andres is the new president for Skål International, and we really do have to abide what Skål International is doing. For example, Stu, that shirt that you're wearing with the flag that's on there, it's a great logo, but it really is not the logo for Skål USA. John, it is something that we have to be cautious about, because we want, again, it's all about branding, and we want to be consistent with what we do in USA and with International. So please be really careful.
How do you get an official logo if you do not have one?
Well,
I
the
think
does
logo,
Skål International has a page or wherever you can download all of them. And Stu, I was going to tell you, I think last year or year before, we competed with the top club of international, and they wouldn't let us compete because we had the wrong branding on our video that we submitted. So
Yeah,
I would say that they expect us to use their video, but we could embed it into the pages, like have a secondary logo that goes out with the postings down below the header logo.
Yeah, thanks, Lorraine. Yeah, Stu, obviously, to just reiterate what Simeon said and what Ashley's tasked with doing, we want to, it's brand identity. We want to really streamline everything and really create that brand unity and awareness and consistency from location to location, club to club, region to region, and international. So that's the goal. And we really encourage you to use the new logo that is available. Everyone has their logo that's available for download at Skål International. And again, Ashley, you said you got that link. I'm happy to send that link out as well.
Yep,
And I've
it's
helped a
also-
couple. Go ahead.
It's also linked in the guide that will be sent out. There's a link to download all the logos in that.
Yep. So again, I encourage everyone to work with Ashley on the, on refreshing their, their Facebook, their Instagram, their LinkedIn pages to ensure that we get that consistency, because that's, again, as Simeon was saying, that's what Ashley's been tasked with, and we're tasked with that as well on the website. So. And the question, can we get Ashley's email and text address so we can communicate directly to her? I think it's on that document, correct, Ashley?
Yeah, I just put it in the chat too if anyone wants it like urgently. But it is in the presentation as well.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, and John, just real quick, I know everyone gets a million emails, but when I took over as president in the beginning of the year, I actually sent an email out to every club member in the USA, basically going over everything that you needed to know as a Skål League. And in that email was the link for the brand guidelines that Ashley's referring to. And again, I'm sure everyone gets a million emails, but I sent it out in the beginning of the year so everyone would have access to that brand guidelines document, because it is a great document, like Ashley said. But we'll resend it out to everyone again.
And again,
Thank
if you're
you,
really
Mark.
nervous about using the brand guidelines and you're like, I don't know if my logo's right, I don't know if my fonts are right, I don't know if my colors are right, just send it to me. Let me do it. Then I can do it for you. You don't even have to think about it. It'll be done for you, back in your inbox, generally within 24 hours, pending no life emergencies. And then you can just continue with confidence.
Thank you, Ashley. Any other questions?
If we use the Canva, do we get, I know with Adobe Express, you get like a filter the preset colors, the themes and everything. Is there an easy way to import all of those things in like a Canva account that we have, like your demonstrator, or we automatically just have a section for like Skål?
Yep. So once you download these templates, like into like for whatever you're doing, the like everything is loaded like into it.
And I saw you got it integrated with LinkedIn to post directly from Canva to the.
So it doesn't post directly. So you will have to download the post, save it to your desktop, and then schedule it to either LinkedIn, Instagram, or Facebook. So you would still have to kind of go through that process. Canva, it does have the capabilities to do it, but it is not a user-friendly program. So you would have to like download your image. But again, it's all the brand colors and guidelines and everything are already like done into those kind of into those templates. And then maybe at some point, if this is a monthly series, like maybe we can look at how to schedule or how to post or how to download or like Canva tips and tricks. Like we can always expand on this. You just kind of let us know what it is that you're looking to learn more of, and then John and myself and the team can kind of see where we can take it.
Yeah, what I would encourage everyone to do, and again, you guys do have direct access to Ashley, and again, Ashley, thank you for your accessibility. But if you have a certain topic or a certain question or subject, whatever you want addressed, on these monthly webinars, send it to me, send it to Wayne. We'll make sure we get it. It's going to help us, help you, because we'll schedule it. And if it doesn't merit a specific dedicated webinar, we will still address it in conjunction with another webinar. So yeah, don't hesitate to reach out to me or Wayne with anything that you have, any concerns or questions, whether it's social media related, website related, or anything else. Lorraine, looks like you're going out for a special dinner tonight. You're all dialed up. You look great.
We are having our Roaring 20s
I love it.
President's Gala tonight. So I
Awesome.
hope I look like a proper flapper.
You look like you're ready for The Shining.
I love it.
Good. Have fun tonight.
I'm trying to.
Great.
Take lots of pictures, send them to Ashley.
Yes. Please.
Yeah, that's what I wanted her contact. We will send a lot of the
Example,
pictures.
please do send them to me and we'll get them on our social pages so that we can show people all the fun that we're having, because fun is what's going to drive our membership. Fun is what's going to, encourage the next generation to kind of step into our shoes and to keep going. We want to make this organization and our clubs vibrant, and a way to do that is to showcase that through our socials. So I have big goals, and I'm gonna poke at all of you until we get there. So this isn't the last you're hearing from me.
Outstanding. And we definitely will have you back, Ashley, for a future webinar. So
Happy to.
Thank you so much. We've already passed the 5 o'clock hour. So if anyone, unless you have another question, we're gonna call it a day. And again, please follow up directly with Ashley, or you can send me. Simeon's also on the call. You can send him a note, and we'll do our best to get back to you right away. But thank you all for participating in this month's webinar.